a new season, and we are underway.
Really dominating fashion here today is going to win.
2, 3, 4 for the final time.
Win number 1 on the season, only just barely.
He is going to win here at the Nazareth Speedway.
Wins the Emerson Electric 100K.
Gonna be Igor Barretto's gonna eke it out.
Cup Series champion is Shane Lake in the number 15.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Count hits dirty 30 for the 2021 season of the NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series, and what better place to kick off the final 8 races than the one, the only, the world's fastest half mile. Good evening, lads. The Bristol Motor Speedway plays host to chase race number 3 of the 2021 season for the MBCS. You're going to see the sparks fly and the tempers flare tonight in the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. My name is Trey Ray as we welcome you live from Bristol, Tennessee. Coverage being broadcasted on NASCAR Nerd 34. 8 races remain before we end this incredible season and also crown a champion for the 2020 season of the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. This has been one of the most anticipated races of the season here at Thunder Valley. 40 drivers will do battle for 100 circuits around this half-mile concrete canyon with its 36 degrees of banking in the corners, a staggering amount for such a little track. It's going to get wild here tonight at Bristol. And it got pretty wild last week at Greenville, Spartanburg. We'll do a quick recap of the slap-on location 500 from last week. We saw quite the race there at the Big GS, which ended up with Riley Sampson in the peak antifreeze number 24 Chevrolet, taking home his first W in the MBCS. 24 machine starts 5th on the grid this evening. Alongside him is a 75 Eric Monaco. Since we are at a short track, we are going to get the starting lineup out of the way before we get the field going with the starting command. I'd say Riley Sampson, given where he is, his starting position, he might have a good chance to make it 2 in a row here for the first time in series history that someone would be able to go back-to-back. It hasn't happened yet, but Riley Sampson might be able to do it tonight. And also pretty wild are your current chase standings. As you'll see on the left-hand side of your screen, Tristan Allen holds a 45-point lead over Braden Perez coming into the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. Aiden McCrow in the number 42 machine is 75 points behind Tristan Allen. Logan Alexander is an even 100 points back. And tied 5th place in the chase are currently Mitchell Collins and Brendan Yodel, both 120 points apiece behind the 5-Hour Energy number 56 Toyota Camry. Trey Smith, Nelson Reeves, Madison Toll, John Andrews, Tyler Reynolds, and Dano Georgi round out the rest of the chase grid. And if you saw the previous 2 races at Darlington and Greenville Spartanburg, you'll know that Tyler Reynolds and Dano Georgi are really behind the 8 ball early on, especially Dano Georgi, who is already a whopping 320 points behind Tristan Allen. That is a race and a half's worth of points there. It's just... That 34 car is beginning to look like a huge long shot to win the championship, but he does start 10th on the grid tonight, so we'll have to see what he is able to do tonight here at Bristol. We'll go over your starting lineup real quick here. On the pole is the number 17 of Logan Williams. Starting alongside him is the 40 of Dustin Davis. Row 2, the other Davis brother, both Davis starting up on the podium. Zachary Davis starts alongside the 62 of Brennan Wilmington. Row 3, your defending winner here in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. Your last winner in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series, I should say. Riley Sampson in the 24. Starts alongside the 75 of Eric Monaco. Both Otter Island Motorsports cars starting up inside the top 10, with Ethan Lewis and Juan Rodriguez making out row number 4. And row number 5, the highest qualifying chase driver, Nelson Reeves, starts alongside the 34 of Dano Georgi. Row number 6, we have the 14 of Keegan Thompson, starting alongside the 78 of Mitchell Collins. Row 7, the 20 of Logan Alexander, starts alongside the 0 of Colton Yo. Row number 8, the 52 of Trey Smith, starts alongside the 16 of Noah Clifton, who has yet to break 1,800 points for the season. It has been a horrible season for the the Australian rookie from Newcastle, Australia. Row number 9, the 98 of Josh Williamson, starts alongside the 46 of John Andrews. And row number 10, we have Ryan Durrani in the 38, starting alongside the 92 of Braden Perez. Row 11, Daisy Johnson starts alongside Derek Hamill in the number 91. Row number 12, the 81 of Jordan Lopez starts alongside your defending winner of the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race, Landon Smith Jr., who starts pretty deep in the field in the 24th position. Lean Mean, row number 13, Zachary Fitzy Angry Fitzwater starts alongside the 42 of Aiden McCrow in row 13. Row 14, the 02 of Will Parrish starts alongside the 97, the big staple, Nathan Stapleton. Row 15, your points leader, Tristan Allen, starts alongside the 99 of Madison Tall. And row number 16, the 32 of Caleb Rose starts alongside the 26 of Brendan Yodel. Row 17, Nathan Smith starts alongside the 15 of Ryan Benjamin. Nathan Smith won the chase opener at the Atlanta Motors, not the Atlanta Motors, but the Darlington Raceway 2 weeks ago. Row number 18, the 5 of Cole Sampson starts alongside the 19 of Tyler Reynolds, the lowest qualifying chase driver. And Reynolds is going to have a tough row to hoe tonight. That is a fact. Row number 19, the 05 of Owen Miles starts alongside the 66 of Charlie Davenport. And in row number 20, the 28 of Cameron Garlington starts alongside the 07 of Daniel Bouchard, who starts shotgun on the field tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that should cover just about everything. And it's the time of the week again. Ladies and gentlemen, let's head down trackside to get the starting command for the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race here at the world's fastest half mile.
Drivers, start your engines!
The entire field rules to life on the pit lane of the last great Coliseum. We'll dive right into your KFC race report. The field rolls off. Like we said, it is going to be a 100-lap race around the Bristol Motor Speedway. Pit window should be between 90 and 93 laps. If this thing goes caution-free, which odds are it is not, that is going to make things super interesting in the late stages of the race. And like we said, your defending winner of the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race is Landon Smith Jr. in the numbers 88 machine. He starts 16th on the grid. And the pace car pulls off the pit lane. Logan Williams and Dustin Davis lead them through the gears. Green flag is in the air. It's Bristol, baby. Let's go racing. Logan Williams will lead lap number 1 here at the world's fastest half mile, and he has the fastest time so far. Dustin Davis, who started up on that outside lane, has fallen back early on. Bristol is famously known as a single groove racetrack, and these guys are going to be fighting for that bottom lane all night long. Zachary Davis is able to get past his brother, who is still struggling on that high lane. Right now, Nelson Reeves started in the 9th position, already making his way through the field. Currently in the 6th position right now. Now he's going to try and track down the 79 of Ethan Lewis. Back up to the front. Riley Sampson already up to 3rd, started 5th on the grid. Looking for back-to-back podium finishes here in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. But right now, Logan Williams has led all 5 laps. Now he has led all 5 laps here at the world's fastest half mile here at in Bristol, Tennessee. Madison Tull currently shotgun on the field. That is not what she needs. She is also down at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to chasing. Somebody has gone around in the front, and that is Cole Sampson in the 5, with Mitchell Collins being involved as well, and the yellow flag is out. John Andrews caught up in it as well. And Logan Williams will bring the field to the green flag on lap number 7. I don't believe that anybody is going to come down the pit lane. We did get a nice green flag run in to start off the race. John Andrews has quite a bit of front end damage to the front bumper of that City Chevrolet number 46 Chevy, obviously. I believe pit road is... cannot tell if pit... I believe, yeah, pit road is open this time. Looks like it's just going to be Andrews and Cole Sampson coming down the pit lane. Everybody else stays out. If the rest of this race goes caution-free, that could be the difference if these guys take fuel. But Logan Williams, looking for win number 3 of the season, is out front. Let's take a look and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night here at the Bristol Motor Speedway in the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race. 3 wide does not typically work here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and this is Exhibit A of the night. Cole Sampson gets hooked by the 25 of Nathan Smith. And, of course, we had to have a chase driver. We had 2 chase drivers involved in this accident, actually. Mitchell Collins hard in the safer barrier. Actually, that's not even a safer barrier on the back straightaway. Nathan Smith is able to get by. Cole Sampson is broadside to the field. Nice job with the field of not checking it up there. John Andrews trying to escape on the high side, but makes significant contact with the front end of that DeWalt number 5 Chevrolet. Cole Sampson, his brother, finally had some luck last week, and Sampson did get a 9th place run but last week at Granville-Spartanburg, but it doesn't appear that that is going to carry over into Bristol. We'll take a look at this accident in real time, then get you back to the racing action here at the Last Great Coliseum, the Bristol Motor Speedway. 3 wide off the corner does not work, and Sampson gets the worst of it, goes around, and John Andrews nowhere to go, picked the wrong exit route. Those 2 drivers will come down the pit lane and will be behind the 8 ball early on. But we could see some chaos here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. We always do. Logan Williams led them back to the caution flag. Let's see what he can do on the restart as we clean up caution number 1 of the night here at the Bristol Motor Speedway in the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race. We're back here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, wrapping up the first caution of the night. Nobody was knocked out from that accident. All 40 cars remain on the racetrack, and all 40 of them remain on the lead lap here. As the pace car makes its way down the pit lane, your top 5 going back to the race's restart zone are Logan Williams, Zachary Davis, Riley Sampson, Brendan Wilmington, and Ethan Lewis. Green flag back out in the air. Highest running chase driver is still Nelson Reeves, but now at the 52, Trey Smith making some early moves early on. He has found his way up inside the top 5, top 10 I should say, but just as I say that, he is going to get put up on the outside lane. Durrani not making friends with him, and Trey Smith is going to fall back quite a bit in the number 52, slides up, hits the outside safety barrier wall off of turn 2. And the commentator's jinx has struck again here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. John Andrews coming down the pit lane. Not sure if he's going to be doing touch and goes or what. Hopefully he is not doing touch and goes. But he is easily going to go 1 lap down. He's going to go a couple of laps down here. Pitting under green is never a good idea, especially when you are the lone car to do it. But Logan Williams already putting over a second, half of a second over Zachary Davis. Let's see what the intervals are this time by. He has got 3/4 of a second over the Sitless Chevrolet. And now John Andrews is going to come out in front of traffic. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be right in front of Ethan Lewis. We'll see if Ethan Lewis is going to use the bumper at all. No, he is not. Andrews is going to stay in the racing groove. And he is still a car on the racetrack, albeit he is 3 laps down. He still is a car. But he is not making life easy for his McLaren Motorsports teammate. He will give his teammate the inside lane. That is held up the field quite a bit, and Logan Williams utilizing the clean air to his advantage. He is out of here. See what the interval is this time by. He is gaining time on the one of Zachary Davis. Davis just looking for a good finish. Logan Williams is looking for win number 3 on the season. He's been having a Keegan Thompson type year, that is for sure. When he's not winning races, that 17 car is ending up in the junkyard or a really poor finish, as Owen Miles is now in the back of this pack. Yeah, that 17 is already in his own zip code. Madison Tall has got a pretty large donut on the driver's side of that Advanced Auto Parts number 99. She is another one of those drivers that's been struggling through the early stages of the chase, currently in the 9th position on 190 back from Tristan Allen. Let's see where Allen is currently running. Tristan Allen currently in the 11th position, so I would personally say Tristan Allen, maybe Logan Alexander are the favorites to win the championship in the early stages of the chase. Good Lord, Logan Williams is already 2 seconds ahead of the one of Zachary Davis. That 17 Hershey's Pontiac is running on rails, and he is quickly closing in on lap traffic. The 5 of Cole Sampson is right in his sights. How the 17 can navigate around lap traffic already, as we are already a quarter of the way through the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. Been a fairly quiet race so far. If you were just tuning in, only 1 caution has been thrown for an incident with Cole Sampson, Mitchell Collins, Nathan Smith, and eventually John Andrews in the back. I do not see, not sure what John Andrews is. There's John Andrews in the 46. He is currently the only car off of the lead lap in the last position. Back up to the front, the yellow flag is out, and that is right in front of the leader, Ryan Benjamin, Landon Smith Jr. These leaders have to get through. That is right in the middle of the racing groove. Benjamin is destroyed. Landon Smith Jr. is destroyed. Madison Tull was caught up in that as well, and I saw that somebody, these guys ARCA braking. These guys trying to figure it out, and that is a ton of front end damage to the 17 of Logan Williams. As drivers try to figure out timing and scoring. Williams is still the leader. They'll let the lap cars go past. McCrow with a ton of front end damage, and I believe this is going to give the lead to Zachary Davis, but Logan Williams, a dominant driver of the first quarter of the race, runs into the back of the 42 of McCrow, if I'm not mistaken, and they're going to have to repair the hood on that 17 or just replace it. This should, everybody should be good to go when it comes to fuel. We'll follow along with the 17 of Williams. See what he is able to do with that first stall. Yeah, they're just gonna take the hood off the 17. We'll see where he comes out. This is Bristol, so not really aerodynamically based. Davis gets out first. Sampson's still in the pit lane. We'll see where Williams comes out. Is he going to get past? Zachary Davis. What the heck happened to Davis? He's turned around in his pit stall. I don't believe we saw that earlier. But we're going to take a look and see how everything is sorted out. And it's showing Riley Sampson as your leader. As now we're going to have a couple of cars trapped a lap down, so that is always fun. And one of those is going to be Tristan Allen, so that's going to be huge. We saw this at North Wilkesboro. These guys are so strung out, especially during a long run like this. See, Allen, all these guys are going to be able to get their laps back. I don't believe that they are, so we'll have a couple of guys off the lead lap. We're going to have quite a few guys on the tail end of the lead lap. Well, they're already with one to go. Let's take a look and see what happened and bring out the second caution of the night here at the Bristol Motor Speedway in the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race as Riley Sampson leads. So Landon Smith Jr. last season at Boston was in the middle of a girl-and-girl sandwich, and right now he is in the middle of a chase driver sandwich. Makes contact with the 19 of Tyler Reynolds, and McCrow is not letting off the gas, and he is just gonna send it Nelk Boy style into turn one. And dude, I know this is a video game, but come on, man, what were you expecting to work there? And then gets into the 88 and the 19, sends those cars into the wall, and Reynolds' bad chase has just gotten worse. Braden Perez also involved as well. Bouchard is able to get by, so is Mitchell Collins, but same cannot be said for the 15 of Ryan Benjamin, who just punches Landon Smith Jr. in the mouth. Cole Sampson involved as well. Same with Madison Tall. That was 4 chase drivers involved in that accident, and that was right in front of the leader. Heavy hood damage to the 17 of Logan Williams. Shouldn't affect his engine all that much, but he is going to be hoodless throughout the rest of the race. Zachary Davis, Tokyo drifting his way through that. That got close. He's able to save it, but something happened on the pit lane to that Cinevis #1 Chevrolet, which gives the lead to Riley Sampson. That was a pretty ugly accident. Unfortunately, that did not have to happen. I believe that's just a rookie mistake out of the 42 of Aiden McCrow. We'll take a look at this accident in real time, then get you back to the racing action here at the Bristol Motor Speedway in the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race. Aiden McCrow trying to make a 3 wide, not even a quarter into the race, and then just sends it through one. Not sure what he expected to work there, but unfortunately, it's going to take out your leader of leading the race and potentially out of contention for winning the race. And let's going to take a look and see what happened to Zachary Davis in the one on the pit stops. Something happened to that Cinevis Chevrolet. So this is Zachary Davis coming out of his pit stall, makes contact with his Full Frontal Motorsports teammate, his brother, in fact, Dustin Davis, and he just turns around in the pit lane. I don't know how I didn't notice that, but that's the deal. Zachary Davis is going to lose a lot of ground in the one machine, but he is still on the lead lap. But it's been an interesting night for the one of Zachary Davis. It's been an interesting night for Full Frontal Motorsports in general, as his teammate Aiden McCrow set off that accident. But Riley Sampson, the 24, leads the race. We'll see if he's able to go back-to-back here in the Michelin Barbecue Cup Series. Let's see what he's able to do on the restart here as we clean up caution number 2 of the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race at the Last Great Coliseum. We are back here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, wrapping up the second caution of the evening. Landon Smith Jr. and Ryan Benjamin were the only cars knocked out from that incident. We still have 38 cars remaining on the racetrack, but only 29 of them are on the lead lap, and 24 are on the lead lap that are not on the tail end of the lead lap. Your top 5 going back to the Reese's Restart Zone are Riley Sampson, Ethan Lewis, Nelson Reeves, Logan Williams without a hood, and the 40 of Dustin Davis. And this is going to be interesting. Riley Sampson has to navigate around these tail end of the lead lap drivers. He also has to deal with the lap down cars on the inside of him. And this could be an opportunity for Ethan Lewis, but Lewis is going to get held up by the 42 of Aiden McCrow on the high side, trying to get around the damaged Delta machine. They're going to be side by side, and now McCrow is going to just about lose it as we have some sort of contact. And that is a big mess. Zachary Davis, Juan Rodriguez, Trey Smith, Ryan Durrani, Trey Smith being knocked out. And the yellow flag is back out here at Bristol. Sampson will lead them back, and hopefully they can get everybody situated, everybody slowed down. But Durrani, another bad race, and he is going to join. A couple of drivers in the garage area, but Trey Smith. It's been an up and down year for the 52 machine, and he is going to be knocked out of it early. And Riley Sampson is going to lead the rest of the field down the pit lane. Cole Sampson will stay out. The guys that are on the tail in the lead lap will stay out. Logan Williams is still somehow still in fourth. Yeah, Logan Williams. I believe the rest of the field will circle around to pit next time by. We'll see what Riley Sampson is able to do. It's a break in the action. You might as well come down the pit lane and put on some Ford Fresh Cruiser tires and fill that gas tank full of octane racing fuel. We'll see what Sampson is able to do. We'll focus on Ethan Lewis as well if we can cycle back, and it's just going to be gas and go for Ethan Lewis. But oh boy, give the 99 some space, man. Give the 99 some space, and looks like it's going to be gas and go for the 17 as well. Sampson was the only one to take tires on that pit stop. So, bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays out. It definitely paid out for Ethan Lewis, who's got 4 second place finishes on the season so far. I believe Will Parrish is on the tail end of the lead lap. And oh, Daisy Johnson checked up with someone on the pit lane. We'll see how that affects her, but these guys are going to be caught another lap down. Don't believe that's how everybody wanted. I believe Will Parrish is on the tail end of the lead lap. Yes, he is. Ethan Lewis leads. They're going to be getting the one to go this time by. So let's take a look and see what happened to bring out the third caution of the night here at the Bristol Motor Speedway in the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. So this was a bit of a chain reaction wreck. Dustin Davis runs out of real estate, goes low into the 62 of Brennan Wilmington. Wilmington into Durrani. Subsequently, Dustin Davis into Logan Alexander. Alexander is able to get through, scrapes the inside wall, but Durrani ricochets right back into the 52 of Trey Smith. That is not the first time Trey Smith has been kamikaze like that. And look at Ryan Durrani pirouetting in the 38. Up into the catch fence goes the Mission Barbecue number 38 Ford Taurus. It's a nasty, nasty ride for Ryan Durrani, the Las Vegas native. And you see Derek Hamill, Noah Clifton, Zachary Davis, 53 of Daisy Johnson caught up in that as well. Juan Rodriguez, Charlie Davenport in it as well. I believe Ryan Durrani is from Las Vegas. Let me check the board real quick. That was a wild ride for Ryan Durrani. We haven't done this in a while. We're going to go on board with a 38. And then we'll get you the real-time replay, then get you back to the racing action here at the Bristol Motor Speedway here in the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for a wild ride. Goodness gracious, that was wild. Goodness gracious, what a ride. Following along with Ryan Durrani on the real-time replay. What a wild ride that is. That basically just defied every single law of physics there. And that's exactly what NR 2003 does best, ladies and gentlemen. But Durrani will join Ryan Benjamin and Landon Smith Jr. in the garage area. Riley Sampson led them back to the caution flag, but we're going to take a look at his pit stop here. I believe he took 4 tires. We'll see. No, it wasn't this time, so I believe... We know Sampson took tires and everybody else didn't. Let's just get you back to the action here at the Bristol Motor Speedway as we clean up caution number 3 of the night as Ryan Durrani goes for a wild ride here in turn number 1 of the Bristol Motor Speedway. We're back here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, wrapping up the third caution of the night. Trey Smith and Ryan Girardi were knocked out from that accident. Still 36 cars remaining on the racetrack. 28 of them are on the lead lap, and Will Parrish is on the tail end of the lead lap, so effectively 27 cars remain on the lead lap. Your top five going back through the gears are Ethan Lewis, Logan Williams, Nelson Reeves, Riley Sampson, and Logan Alexander. Green flag is back in the air, and Nelson Reeves might be trying to go 3 wide, shooting the duck between the stricken 17 car. You do not need aerodynamics to run well here, and I believe that 17 is already going to try and get around John Andrews as Will Parrish will come down the pit lane. 24 still has some horsepower, even though he does not have a hood. I see Daisy Johnson coming down the pit lane. She might be doing touch and goes, something amiss on the 0-2 of Will Parrish. Back through the gears, Josh Williamson. They're not going to go 3 wide through the corner. That would have been close. Dano Georgia gets it in the 92 of Braden Perez. Everybody else scrambles. No caution called. They're going to be 3 wide going through the corners. This is probably going to be an accident right here. Perez goes wide. Hang on to it. Hang on to it. And Braden Perez is not going to be happy with the 34 of Dano Georgia after that. But we remain green here at Bristol. Surprised we may remain green. And Riley Sampson, believe he made the correct call to go with the tires, has gotten around the 17 to Logan Williams. It might just be the damage on the 17. The yellow flag is back out. Somebody has gone around on the top, and is Zachary Davis and Eric Monaco. And for the 4th time tonight, the yellow flag is out, and it has not been a good night for Zachary Davis at all. And Aiden McCrow with a lot of damage on that 42 machine. The yellow flag is back out. See if anybody elects to come down the pit lane. Doesn't appear that there will be. Ethan Lewis, does he come down the pit lane? No, Cole Sampson also involved in this accident as well. Somehow the 53 of Daisy Johnson is still out there. I believe pit road is open. Yes, indeed, the pits are open, so see if anybody comes down. Does not appear that anybody's coming down. Eric Monaco has had a rough season. Ethan Lewis, Eric Monaco's teammate, ironically, leads the field. Let's see what happened to bring out the caution, the 4th caution of the night here in the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. This next time by will be the cross flags through what has been a pretty chaotic Randy the Plumber Bristol night race at the last great Coliseum. Coming on to the front straightaway, Eric Monaco is gonna have an engine failure right about there. Something goes wrong under the hood of the 75 machine, and he is gonna try and get down to the inside, but Nathan Stapleton is there, turns the car around. Up into the banking he goes, and Zachary Davis is thinking, good God, not again. Tries to avoid it, hits him square in the driver's side door. Cole Sampson cannot avoid it either. Makes slight contact with Colton Yo. Davis will slide down the racetrack, and I believe, no, Zachary Davis is going to get hit by his Full Frontal Motorsports teammate, I believe. Just a bit there. Not a whole lot, but Eric Monaco on the 75, his night ending early. And I think Zachary Davis just wants his night to end as well. He is in 8th, so he does have a top 10 run going for him at the moment, but it has not been a fun night for the driver of the number 1 Cinevis Chevrolet. We typically don't see engine failures here at the last great Coliseum, but that is what's going to ultimately take the 75 Eric Monaco out. Couple of Full Frontal Motorsports cars ARCA braking into one another there. I believe Monaco and maybe the 5 of Cole Sampson are going to be the only ones knocked out from that accident. Cole cleaned the turn 1 up. That is, turn 1 has been Calamity Corner all night long. And Ethan Lewis led them back to the caution flag. Nobody came down the pit lane. We'll see what Lewis, Nelson Reeves, Riley Sampson, Logan Williams, and Logan Alexander can do on the restart here at the Bristol Motor Speedway as we clean up caution number 4 of the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race. We're back here at the Bristol Motor Speedway wrapping up caution number 4 of the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race. Eric Monaco is the only car knocked out for that accident, but Cole Sampson stalled on the racetrack, so something obviously amiss on the 5 machine. Pace car makes its way down the pit lane, halfway through the Bristol race here in a chase. Green flag back in the air. Ethan Lewis, will lead them through the gears, and already Nelson Reeves wants that lead. Lewis goes wide through the corner and is going to give the inside lane to Nelson Reeves. I think Tristan Allen just wants a caution to be called right here and right now, currently on the tail end of the lead lap. Might get one. Daisy Johnson coming out as Juan Rodriguez was almost hooked there by the 81 of Jordan Lopez. Oh, Madison Tall making some contact. Now Juan Rodriguez hard into the outside wall off of turn 2. Daisy Johnson, I think, might be doing touch and goes at this point. We might get another caution soon. But right now, Nelson Reeves drafting off the 56 of Tristan Allen. Allen, who is currently in the 26th position. It's not been a good night for Tristan Allen, but you need to qualify well if you want to do well here in the race. Reeves looking for win number 2, won at the Armory Digital Super Speedway back in April, I believe that was. And it's been a pretty up and down season from there on out. Did make the chase, barely though, as the final driver in the top 10. Riley Sampson currently in second, Ethan Lewis third, and Logan Williams is not giving up, currently 4th on the grid. I believe, yes, the caution is out, and Logan Alexander, a chase driver, involved in something. Now, Daisy Johnson trying to get through, and I think we might have finally taken out the 46 of John Andrews as Tristan Allen runs right into the back of the 46. And his bad night gets worse. Nathan Stapleton also knocked out as well. Owen Miles with a ton of smoke coming out of the 05. They might have to come down the pit lane to avoid everything. No, they're not, but a massive accident off of turn number 2 to bring out the 5th caution of the night here at Bristol. And the record for the series is 7 cautions. Last year at the first Dodge Motordrome race. We might be nearing that here, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a brutal night of racing at the Last Great Coliseum. They don't call it the Last Great Coliseum for no reason. John Andrews is finally going to be knocked out of the race. And it's been a tough 3 weeks for the 46 team. But nobody's going to come down the pit lane. John Andrews currently leads, and there was a lot of lap down cars that were caught up in that, and I think we're only going to have 5 cars off the lead lap. Tyler Reynolds has also pulled up behind the garage area, and I think we're going to have 4 cars knocked out. It was an engine issue for the 5 of Cole Sampson. Daisy Johnson's just going to do touch and goes at this point. If I'm her, I'm just going to pull it off the racetrack so it can actually get a race. But none of the leaders are coming in. Nelson Reeves currently leads the field. Let's see what happened to bring out the 5th caution of the night here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. It has been a clash of the dumb gladiators here at Bristol. Let's see what happened to bring out caution number 5 and the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race. Coming onto the front straightaway, Aiden McCrow gets hooked by the 97 Nathan Stapleton. I believe that was just a racing deal there, and apparently did not learn his lesson from the 3rd accident of the night. As Brennan Wilmington will run in the 97, tries to send it into turn 1, but fails miserably, and it's going to take out a chase competitor as well, and upside down goes the 20 of Logan Alexander. First flip of the night if you don't count the Ryan Durrani accident. And I believe just about every other driver is just going to arc a brake into this. Juan Rodriguez, a lot of guys involved, as there's Colton Yo, who is going to get knocked out. Yo gets rear-ended hard by the 19 of Tyler Reynolds. Derek Hamill in it as well. Somehow, I believe the one of Zachary Davis. Actually, no, Davis is 25th. Not sure what happened there. As Daniel Bouchard gets turned around. 46 John Andrews is going to get hit by a couple of people. This has been a pretty bloody race as Daisy Johnson makes a good save there in the 53. I don't know how she's still in this race, but Johnson somehow still is. As Bouchard, Zachary Fitzwater, a couple other drivers make contact with the 46 of John Andrews. I have no idea how. Well, there's what happens to Owen Miles. He just blows up on the back straightaway. And then Tristan Allen. I don't know why he tries to go low. Probably so he doesn't run into the 20 of Logan Alexander, but makes significant contact with the rear bumper of the 46. So that's going to set him back as well. And I believe that was about it. I'd say about 5 or 6 cars were going to get knocked out from that accident. It's been a bloody race here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's get you the real-time replay, then get you back to the action here at Thunder Valley at the last great Coliseum for the Randy the Plumber Bristol Night Race. The front straightaway has not been Aiden McCrow's friend. Tries to send it once again, does not learn his lesson, unfortunately. He's going to take out quite a few drivers in the process. We're going to see it all unfold from the turn 2 cam. Right there. And Owen Miles' engine expires, and John Andrews runs into the 46. Hasn't been a good night for a lot of these guys, but luckily for John Andrews and, John Andrews, his teammate Nelson Reeves currently leads. Let's see if we can get a green flag finish to the end. Owen Miles is stalled on the front straightaway. That is about the, that is the moment of the night, pretty much. Let's see what these guys can do on the restart as we wrap up the 5th caution of the night here in what has been a chaotic Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. We're back here at the Bristol Motor Speedway wrapping up the 5th caution of the night. Take a look and see who was knocked out from that accident. John Andrews, Nathan Stapleton, Owen Miles, Tyler Reynolds, the only chase driver knocked out from that accident, and the 48 of Juan Rodriguez, all knocked out from that 5th caution of the night. 23 cars remain on the lead lap, and I believe that is about 28 cars remain on the racetrack. Your top 5 going back through the Reese's Restart Zone are Nelson Reeves, Riley Sampson, Ethan Lewis, Logan Williams, and Dustin Davis. Green flag is back on the air, and a good jump for the 7 of Reeves. Williams already making it 3 wide through the corner, and is going to get hooked by Dustin Davis hard to the inside wall. Takes out the 25, and caution is back out. And what looked like was going to be a promising night for the 17 of Williams ends in a crash. Same for the 25 of Nathan Smith. And we'll rack him up and send him off once again. Caution number 6 of the night. And more cars will go to the junkyard. Dustin Davis, who started on the outside pole, is not going to be happy with the 17 of Logan Williams. Well, I think it's going to be the other way around. Logan Williams is not going to be happy with the 40 of Dustin Davis, and Nathan Smith isn't going to be happy with either of them. But does not appear anybody's going to come down the pit lane. We are at the 2/3 of the way mark through the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. And hopefully, we can finally get some green flag runs in. But oh my goodness, what a bloody race this has been. Nelson Reeves currently leads. Let's see what happened to bring out caution number 6 of the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race here at the last great Coliseum. Dustin Davis makes it 3 wide on the start, trying to get every position he can. Gets into the 17 of Logan Williams and then turns right into that inside wall. That was a bad angle for both of those drivers. We'll come back up the racetrack into the 17 of Logan Williams. Logan Williams actually didn't get as much damage as I thought he would. He just lost all of his track position in there. Gets socked in the mouth by the 14 of Keegan Thompson. First time we're mentioning Thompson's name tonight. It has been a bit of a bloody race here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. 6 cautions tonight, and Thankfully, the next 2 races we will be not having cautions because we will be on the road courses. Next week, we will be at the Willow Springs Raceway for the Valve presents the Red Blue TF2 100K from the Willow Springs International Raceway. But right now, we've got to finish this race up. We are only on lap number 66 of 100 here. It was been a pretty slow going Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. Davis going for everything here through turn 2. And hard to the inside wall they go. About a 4-car accident there, and that will only knock out 2 cars, but less and less cars to deal with, I should say. As Zachary Fitzwater gets into the 20 of Logan Alexander coming back to the stripe. I believe that should be it. 7 of Nelson Reeves led them back to the caution flag. Let's take a look and see what happened. Let's get you back to the racing action here at the Bristol Motor Speedway as we wrap up caution number 6 of the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race here at Thunder Valley. We are back here at the Bristol Motor Speedway wrapping up the 6th pack of cautions here at the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. Take a look and see who was knocked out from that accident. It was just the 40 of Dustin Davis and the 25 of Nathan Smith. 27 cars remain on the racetrack and 21 of them remain on the lead lap. Over half of this race so far has been run, about half of the race so far has been run under caution, so hopefully we can get a bit of a green flag run in. As your top 5 going back to the race's restart zone are Nelson Reeves, Riley Sampson, Ethan Lewis, Cameron Garlington, and Braden Perez. As Reeves gets out cleanly, I think we should get a nice green flag run if these guys can stay civilized for 30 laps here around the Bristol Motor Speedway. Reeves is gone. He's already got a cushion in between himself and Riley Sampson. It is Chevrolet, Toyota, the top 3 drivers, as Daisy Johnson is now going to be a pick in front of the 7 machine. Should make things interesting, but I think we just want to make things as little interesting as possible. Now Daisy Johnson will go back down the pit lane, do a touch and go. And already Nelson Reeves utilizing the clean air to get in front of the 24 of Riley Sampson. Back through the field, we have some sort of contact. That's Aiden McCrow, who has had a rough night in a Delta Airlines Chevrolet. They're going 3 wide off the corner. Caleb Rose almost gets hooked. Rose is almost into the top 5. Same with Mitchell Collins, who was involved in that first accident of the night. Was shuffled in the back, but has survived the chaos, missing a bit of his left-hand side door as Aiden McCrow slides it through turn 2 into the outside wall. We remain green for the moment with 26 laps remaining. Riley Sampson trying to reel in the 7 of Nelson Reeves, but Reeves has got the clean air. Sampson has to deal with the 81 of Lopez. We'll see what the interval is this time by it. Yeah, I'd say Nelson Reeves has got a pretty good shot of winning this race. But you never know. You've got to run the races to decide the races. The first 30 or so laps had only 1 caution. Hopefully the last 30 laps will go caution-free. Sampson trying to find a way around this 81 machine. But I believe it's going to come down to either the 7 or the 24. Who wins this race? Colton Yo into the outside wall off of turn 2. No caution there. There's Brendan Yodel, who has found his way up inside the top 10. Charlie Davenport looking for 2 straight top 10 finishes. How about that for this 66 team? Sampson still not being able to find a way around the 81 of Lopez. I think Reeves might have it, as Sampson has got to get around this 81 now. He has got to move him, or he has got to do something if he wants a shot of winning this race. If he wants a shot of getting 2 wins in a row. Trying to get around him. He's got to put the bumper to the back of the 81 now if he wants any shot. Because that 7 of Reeves is quickly becoming smaller in the windshield of the peak number 24. Fastest lap of the race still belongs to the 17 of Logan Williams. Williams currently running in the 14th position. Not bad for given the amount of stuff he's been involved in. Daisy Johnson is still out there 10 laps down, albeit. As we close in on 15 laps to go on what can be only described as a very chaotic race, teetering on the edge of bad. We still can't count out the fact of another yellow flag coming out and completely throwing the entirety of this race out of proportion. But Nelson Reeves has just got to run his race. I believe he should be your winner here in about 16 or so laps. He's caught up to the back of the field. Gonna try and get around the 62 of Brennan Wilmington, but no, Wilmington shuts the door on him. Reeves is not gonna like that. We'll see if he puts the bumper to the back of the 62. Nope, he's just gonna scooch him out of the way. And Sampson still not being able to find a way around this 81 machine, and the gap is now 2.5 seconds with 2 cars in between the 7 and the 24. I don't get why the damaged cars do touch and goes like this, especially with the amount of damage that the 53 of Daisy Johnson has. Thompson will scrape the wall off of 2. No harm, no foul. Cycle back to the front end. Yeah, I believe Sampson's race is pretty much done at this point. Oh, Reeves is getting held up by Yo just a bit, but he's going to get to the inside of the Rich Energy Zero. And I think Sampson has used up his stuff because he is not making any ground on this 24 machine. On this 7 machine, excuse me. Daisy Johnson back down the pit lane. And Reeves actually is getting held up by lap traffic a bit, but he's just putting buffers in between himself and the 24. Sampson, no, not going to have an edge, and he might get passed by Will Parrish here. But I think Riley Sampson with 10 laps to go, making 9 to go, I think he will gladly take a second place finish. Back-to-back podiums for the 24. Braden Perez, who found his way up to 3rd, has been surviving the chaos as well. Sampson will get around Brendan Wilmington, but now he's going to get put 3 wide for a second. Able to survive that, but the gap is now almost 2.5 seconds. We'll see where the 56 of Allen, we'll see if Allen decides to block Reeves at all. They're coming around to 6 to go. See if Allen pulls a bit of a Ryan Newman on the 7 of Reeves. I don't believe it's going to come up to anything, but yeah, Reeves is coming up on a bunch of his chase competitors, so this could make things a tad more interesting. We'll try to get to the inside of Allen. No, is Allen gonna give him? Allen will get the run off the corner. But I think, oh, he's gonna get blocked by Daisy Johnson. Oh, he's gonna get held up by Aiden McCrow. McCrow is not letting him by at the moment. Reeves is gonna drive it down with less than 5 to go. Reeves gets really squirrely through the corner. Coming around to 3 laps to go. I think that might be it. Sampson trying to get around these guys. Was not getting any progress done. I don't even think Nelson Reeves has to pass Madison Toll at this point. He just has to run his race. Popsicle 6 in the air. 2 laps to go for Nelson Reeves. And he's got his 2nd win of his Mission Barbecue Cup Series career. And he'll be the first chase driver to win in the chase. I think he's going to try and lay behind the 99 of Madison Toll. Not get anything. White flag in the air. One more time around for the 7 of Nelson Reeves. To the inside of Madison Toll he goes. Toll will let him by. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. Off the final corner, Nelson Reeves wins at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Riley Sampson will come across the line in 2nd. There's a dead heat for 3rd between Braden Perez, and the 28 of Cameron Garlington. But Nelson Reeves going to body armor victory lane here after what can be described as a very, very chaotic race at the Bristol Motor Speedway. 18 cars finished on the lead lap, 27 finished total. And Nelson Reeves gets it done here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Take a look at your official standings of the night. Nelson Reeves is the official winner of the Randy the Plumber Bristol night race. Riley Sampson, 2.5 seconds behind, but I think he will take the second place. Back-to-back top 2 finishes for the 24 team. And Braden Perez rounds out your podium. Cameron Garlington, Brandon Yoda rounds out your top 5. A decent day for chase drivers. We'll take a look. I believe Nelson Reeves led the most laps, and Reeves is 145 behind Tristan Allen. Allen finished 24, so I think either Reeves or Perez. I believe Braden Perez is going to be your new points leader going into Willow Springs next week. I believe we are going into Willow Springs next week. Let me take a look at that. Yes, we are going to Willow Springs next week, and then we'll be going to the Denver Road Course, the Denver Motorsports Park, the Texas World Speedway, the Ricky Raceway, the Nazareth Speedway, and then the New Jersey Motor Speedway to round out 2021. And that was chaos. There's no other way to describe that. Nelson Reeves takes advantage of the chaos. He started in the 9th position, ends up on the top of the podium. Take a look at the rest of your results. Like we said, 27 cars finished the race here. You see Nathan Smith, Dustin Davis. The big names are Tyler Reynolds, John Andrews, Trey Smith being the chase drivers, finishing outside. Yeah, finishing in the garage area. Dano Georgia did get a pretty good run. Same with Logan Williams. Logan Williams backs up, not really backs it up, but he's able to salvage a 13th place finish. Although only 18 cars finished on the lead lap, held up by Zachary Davis, or being brought up by Zachary Davis, I should say. But that was an interesting one here at Bristol, and it's just gonna be even more interesting. 7 is a magic number, lucky number 7. 7 races remain in 2021 for the NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series. It is just going to be even more exciting. Next time we will see you guys will be at the Willow Springs International Speedway in Willow Springs, California. That is going to be fun. For the Val presents the Red Blue TF200K. First time we'll be going to the Willow Springs Raceway in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. But that's all I've got. It has been a long night here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and I believe everybody wants to get home. Everybody just wants to forget this race and move on to the next race at Willow Springs. We want road course racing back, ladies and gentlemen. Road course. That guy in the back that is doing the road course chant. That is all I've got. Thank you all so much for tuning in to race number 30 of the 2021 season for the NOFSRL Mission Barbecue Cup Series. We'll see you next week at the Willow Springs International Speedway. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Here are your points after 30 races, and from the Bristol Motor Speedway, we will see you at the Willow Springs International Speedway next week, only on NASCAR Nerd 34.